Hello everyone, this is Admiral Ghost from Synergy Retro Gaming and Synergy Foundry Playthroughs, and welcome to an interesting news video. I will be recording my news on a lot of things that are going on, while you guys get to see me play a heavily modified version of Unreal Tournament. The news goes as follows. Real life, Star Trek Online, Minecraft, my small opinion on business practices of today, and then new game announcements and whatnot. Start off, many of you may have noticed that I have not been recording any videos this last week. No Homeworld games came out. No Homeworld videos came out. No Descent videos came out. There are a couple of reasons. One, as for Homeworld, a friend of mine named Chillaxon, who is an old member of Synergy, just came back from a rather bad place that I shall not mention. No, it's not a place in the United States. Has helped me get my computer running a little bit faster, and also has received a copy of the original Homeworld as well as Homeworld Cataclysm, and a strange sequel to the game that is never mentioned in Homeworld 2. I am planning on doing a multiplayer special with him, sort of like a PvP match, maybe both of us versus some very hard AI, both of us against each other. I'm not entirely sure. As for, another reason. You may or may not know this, but I do not have a job right now. I have been trying to get a job. I have some very good potential people wanting to hire me, but I am waiting on those. But until then, I still am faced with an odd problem when it comes to home. If I go to bed any earlier than, say, 6 or 7 o'clock by the a.m. Central Standard Time. By the way, I am recording this at exactly 7:18 a.m. Well, I have this nasty habit of having, actually it's not a habit, I have nightmares, okay? I know what the reason for the nightmares are. It's rather simple, really. I feel that I am a drain on the resources of the two other people living here, as well as my mate, and it haunts me. I don't know why or how better to explain it, but I guess I could just say words cannot fully describe the way that I feel right now. What was the next part? Ah, yes. Star Trek Online. Some of you may or may not have noticed that I have been playing Star Trek Online a bit less and less. Here's the reason behind it. I feel unhappy about Cryptic Studios and or Perfect World International dishonoring themselves by saying one thing and delivering another. For instance, the red matter capacitor incident, as I call it, in which, on a live stream, Captain Smirk, on multiple occasions, promised that this item, after you enter the code, would be an account unlock. You could get one red matter capacitor for each character on your account. Well, so many people put in the code and they knew this was going to happen, that they changed it to one item per account. A lot like that dilithium claim for one of the Tribble uh, people testing out like one of the previous seasons of Star Trek Online on Tribble. Uh, so I'm trying to get over that a bit. I'm also been playing a lot of Minecraft, which brings me to my Minecraft point. Because of Chillaxin helping me get my computer running a lot smoother, I have been able to play Minecraft on Synergy's Minecraft server named the Big Boy server. It's got over 200 different mod packs thrown together, not haphazardly either, to make the game challenging from beginning to end. Though I am unhappy with GregTech, I can understand the challenge because once you have infinite resources through one mod or another, the game is simply no longer worth it. Oh well. But I have been playing that a lot more and more with the members of Synergy ever since I've been able to do that. Not to mention, at one point in time, I had created my own little mod pack, which was later on sort of taken away from me, so I am no longer doing that. That's what you get for hosting a server through non-Synergy members. Not to mention Minecraft being bought out by Microsoft. Some of the rumors that I've heard are not very happy. I've heard of in-app purchases. In-app purchases on the Xbox versions, PS3 versions. Basically, if you don't want to go mining for diamonds, you can pay them a fee and buy diamonds, which I find quite ridiculous. Another rumor I heard is that Microsoft wants to completely eliminate personal servers of every type, only using Microsoft servers, and actually charging people fees to play on a Microsoft Minecraft server. I've also heard rumors of having to pay for updates for the game. The fact that Bukkit is no longer in use on Minecraft because the guy who created Bukkit in the first place feels betrayed somehow, from what I gather, about the Microsoft buyout, and will not let Bukkit or any of the plugins that use Bukkit to be released anymore. That one of the whole websites has been completely shut down. It's pretty bad. And finally, just Microsoft forcing people to pay for stupid things like playing on paying for updates. Seriously, paying for servers, paying for diamonds. That's ridiculous. Which brings me to my business practices rant. It always seems like these small groups of people who have little to no money create something revolutionary, like id Software's Doom, or again Mojang's Minecraft, and then they get all this money, and then they just become these money-hungry monsters, obsessed more with fame and fortune than making a quality product. And then, after a while, people hate the company to the point where it either gets sold off to another even bigger corporation, or it just dies out entirely. It's sort of a trend that I've started to notice in big businesses. The next big thing on the scene that I've seen is space engineers. Again, starting with a small group of people who create something revolutionary. Something that was like StarMade, which was the first iteration of Minecraft in space that I ever saw. But they bump it up to the next level with the ability to like create drone ships, classifications of stations, big ships and small ships, moving parts, a whole bunch of awesome and yet crazy stuff. It's absolutely amazing. And yet, a bitter part of me knows that in time, it may take the course of Minecraft yet again, or Star Trek, or id Software, or Unreal Tournament. Which brings me to my last point, Unreal Tournament. Not a lot of people have heard of the game because, like Quake and Unreal Tournament, when they both came out, were in direct competition with each other. Especially when Quake 3 Arena and Unreal Tournament came out. But it started, Epic Games started out great. Small company, small group of people, in a basement. The level designer was literally using paper to create the level designs. And the programmer guy came up with an engine that allowed him to turn his paper drawings into actual levels without having to know very much about programming itself, which created the Unreal tools. Then, after the success of Unreal Tournament, Atari decided to get their grubby little paws on it. Let's turn it into a cash cow, as Microsoft is trying to do with Minecraft right now. And they released Unreal Tournament 2003. The game had a lot of potential, but there were a lot of flaws, and not as much content delivered. Well, maybe as much as the 1999 version, but not as much as a game of that quality standard. I believe that Epic Games felt sorry about Atari screwing up their vision, that they created and released Unreal Tournament 2004, in which they fixed a lot of the bugs, the weapons being completely imbalanced. Then they added vehicles, some new game modes, and a whole bunch new characters. And it is almost as good as the original Unreal Tournament, as which you are seeing. As for Unreal Tournament 3, I have no idea what happened. Maybe it was something to do with Midway Games, but I don't know. But in my opinion, Unreal Tournament 3 was a total flop. And don't even get me started with Unreal 2, the sequel to the original Unreal. That one was an even bigger flop for some reason. But now, as of a half hour of this recording, I have found out that Epic Games is working on Unreal Tournament 4. This time, instead of having everything done internally within the company, this is going to be a crowdsourcing project. While I'm not entirely familiar with the format of crowdsourcing, I've seen Space Engineers, I believe that one's crowdsourced, as well as what is that? What is that game from the guy who created Wing Commander? That's another game. I can't really remember the name of it. Star Citizen. That one's another crowdsourced game. It has potential, and the fans are going to be directing its course. But only time will tell how good those games turn out to be. If the crowdsourced idea is worth it or not, considering how much the internet has grown and evolved over the years. Until I find out more, this is Admiral Ghost, signing off. If for some reason I have not finished the game, or the match, because I'm pre-recording this before playing the match, then enjoy the rest of the match. See you later.